All right, good day, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. This is Alex Haig with EXP and the Haig Group of the Treasure Coast. Today, I'm going to be doing a video on the 3 things that you should not do to your home if you think it's going to raise the value of your home. Stay tuned. All right, so the 3 things that are very important here, I get this question a lot from people. What should I do to my home to raise the value? I have some money and I want to get the most out of my home. So what are some things that I should do to raise the value of my home given that money that I have? Should I put a new pool in? No, you should not put a new pool in if you want to raise the value of your home. If you want to have a place where your kids can splash around and the relatives come down and drink margaritas, that's awesome, that's cool. Just know that putting a pool into your home is actually not going to raise the value. Now, you will get some money back. So say you spent, let's just say theoretically, $30,000 on a new pool, and that would be on the low end, right? Now, what I say is value. We use that word value from how an appraiser would look at it. So an appraiser will look at the property and say, this property has a pool, this property doesn't have a pool. They're actually, if you spent $30,000, you're going to get, if you're lucky, about half of that money back as a value that the home would add value to the home. So that's very important. So don't think that putting a pool into your home is going to raise the value of your home. It simply does not, and that's an empirical certainty. Now, we're going to get into a couple of other things here that get a little, they're not empirical from the standpoint of, I could tell you if you put this on, it will give you this, and it's half of this, right? So these things really are 2 things. One, and these are, from an energy efficiency standpoint, should I put solar panels on my home and will that raise the value? Oh, I'm going to lower my energy costs and that's going to be an add value to the person buying the home. It certainly will. It lowers your bill and so forth. Now, you can certainly say if I'm going to put hurricane shutters on, solar panels on, and you were able to keep the home for 15 years, the solar panels will pay for themselves because of the savings that you have from not paying for electricity from FP&L, but it's going to take you probably about 15 years. They say 8, but let's just say it's 15. Let's say it's 8. It's going to take you 8 years to get the value back on those. They're going to deteriorate and so forth. So they will raise the value of the home a little bit, especially if you have somebody that has a perception of like, hey, I'd love to be off the grid. I'd love to have solar panels. I'd love to have those on because you care about the environment and so forth. And that's similar to the pool. It's kind of a heart thing. You're going to enjoy it, or you're going to feel like you're giving back to the planet. That's fine. But it's not going to increase the value of the home by as much or more than what you pay for the solar panels. So that's very important to know. Now, the other thing that I have had in the back of my head here is hurricane shutters or impact glass or regular shutters. Now, what I would say if you're going to do any of these and you just wanted to protect your home and get the credit on your wind mitigation report to lower your premium, I would say you just put those aluminum shutters on if it doesn't have those. You'll probably get that money back for those. It's, let's say it's a small 2,000 square foot home. That's going to cost you, around $5 to $8 grand. I'm not a hurricane shutter guy, but that's around what the number's going to be. And there's going to be a perceived value from that. And also real value because you're going to lower your premium. Now, the accordion shutters are much more expensive, but, you just have to go out there and click them rather than zip them all up as the hurricane's coming in. So, those are going to cost more. It's going to cost, you're not going to get that back either. Now, if you want impact glass because you don't even want to deal with the shutters, you want to be able to leave your house and not tie the shutters up and so forth, those impact glass is incredibly costly. With that being said, it does help with efficiency for the heat transfer of the house, and it also does help with the hurricane. That you can get a coconut going at 100 miles an hour, and it's not going to go through the glass. So, but you're not going to get a 2,000 square foot house. You're probably looking at $30,000, $30,000 to put those impact glass in, and you're just not going to get that kind of money back. So those 3 things: the pool, the solar panels, and hurricane shutters, you're really not going to get that value back on the home. So I hope that was of value. We always like to bring people value, know that we are professionals and we understand what brings value to the home. We want to talk about those things that do. Some things like kitchens and floors and those kind of things can add value to the home. So I hope that was helpful. We're always here to service anybody that has any wants or needs out there in the real estate realm. We love to help, and reach out to us or any of our associates and we'll be glad to assist you. Thanks so much, and be safe and be well. Thank you.